Welcome into HopEUm, where we have a bit of a change up for today's episode. I'm going to be your host, Kitty. I just flew back from potty as I just finished my EWC work. However, Trevor will not be joining us today because he has a baby on the way. So I would only assume he is currently on his way to the delivery room, and I am hoping for everything to go smooth at the delivery room. So guys, Trevor will be back very, very soon, but he's going to be a father in our next episode. I mean, he just told us today, 30 minutes before the show was going to go live. And sometimes life is the way it is. And I'm going to be stepping in today. And of course, we're going to have two guests joining us, including Sendo and Brizz. So let's say hi to both of our guests for today's episode. Welcome in. It's been quite a bit since I've talked to both of you guys. Hi, Brizz. Let's say hi to the camera.
Always a pleasure. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Hello, Sendo. How are we feeling?
Really good. Happy to be here once again. And very hyped to talk about our topics. You know, I'm gonna.
Missed you, Sendo. Missed you. They forced me to speak with Skyart and Quickshot all the time, and it was so annoying.
It's okay. We're here to save you, Brizz. We're here to save you. So, Sendo, I heard that you had a bit of a oopsie flying back recently. Is that true?
The plane one? The plane incident?
Yeah, because you said you were flying back from, was it EWC?
Yes.
What happened?
That was a crazy one. I've never had this before. On my flight from Paris to Barcelona, I had two flights first. Paris, Barcelona, and then Santiago, where I'm at right now. Anyways, my first flight was late, 12 hours late, basically.
Oh, 12 hours late.
We were on the plane, and then I was waiting on the plane for 1 hour, and it just didn't want to go off. And I said, "What the fuck? Why are we still here? We didn't move for 1 hour." And then the pilot started saying, "Yeah, the pilot started saying, yo guys, the the wheel is broken."
The wheel of the plane.
The wheel, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone had to go off, and then they had no wheels at the airport or something. They had to import it from the nearest airport, and then once it was fixed, there was no crew because they took the day off. So they had to fly crew over from Barcelona to Paris.
Oh my God.
The flight was from Paris to Barcelona. Then, of course, I lost my connection flight. I had to stay at the airport the whole night.
So your flight took more than 2 to 3 days to complete, is what you're saying?
It took 24 hours instead of 5.
Oh my god.
Let me say I'm so happy. I know.
I don't
know. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
I
like when you lost something. You know, when there is something that goes wrong to you. You know, I don't know. I feel good. Only with you. Let me say something. You look, Kitty. You look stunning. But
Thank
not stunning.
you.
Wait. Let me finish. But Sendo looks more stunning.
Oh, it's okay. We'll give it to Sendo this time. His hair looks more sleek back today.
Yeah.
I'm also, by the way, I've infiltrated the G2 facility. So I don't know if we're going to have players walking in and out, but maybe we'll get special guests later.
Give me Labrov. Give me Labrov.
Labrov, I might grab him. Yeah,
Yes.
let's see how things are. So
He's small. He's the easiest to grab. Come on.
he's the easiest to grab. Are you saying he's the easiest to catch in League of Legends as well?
I mean,
Yes,
like
of course.
I usually know. I know league players. So when girls talk to players, they just say yes. So you can't refuse.
That sounds like you're speaking from experience, but let's move on, everyone. We have actually topics to talk about this episode, and that includes the most recent LEC week, which is going to be a recap of the overall week, as I will say the scores for everything. We had our entire week starting off with MKOI 1-2 against G2, KC 2-0 against Vitality, G2 2-0 against Vitality, MKOI losing 0-2 against KC, Vitality 2-1 against MKOI, and of course, finally, we had G2 1-2 against KC. The biggest points to take away from week 1 of Split 3 is KC went undefeated and MKOI went fully defeated 0-3. So, Brizz, Sendo, who do we want to talk about first? We want to talk about the losers or we want to talk about the winners?
Let's talk about the winners.
Okay, let's talk about
Winners
KC.
first. Let's make it light.
Winner first, yeah.
Yes. So for all the people that don't know the context, KC hosted their roadshow for the start of Split 3, which was hosted in Bari. And it was a huge arena. I believe it was in the Adidas Arena. And they had Camero show up, and they had a lot of French talent also working the broadcast. And at the end of the day, KC went undefeated throughout the entire week. And this also is right after EWC, where they qualified into the grand finals of an international once again. So, what does that mean for KC?
I mean, they are still undefeated, right, on the arena. I think I heard something like that. That statistic, yeah, it's insane. I think the public give them a lot of energy, you know. They feel for sure the energy of everybody cheering for them, but like, let's be honest, I think the big game is between G2 and KC only. I don't think, like, Vitality looked kind of rusty, you know, with the new mid laner. I don't think it's easy for them to be on point, especially when KC played on the EWC, G2 as well. So they are more like prepared. I think they screamed against good teams. And maybe Vitality with new roster as well, they aren't on point, let's say it like this. And also I feel like, that's maybe a hot take, maybe not. I feel like Fiesta had the worst start, the new mid lane of Italy had the worst start as a rookie I ever seen in my career, actually.
Okay.
Luckily, he played a good game against Koi. Actually, maybe the last with Wei was pretty decent. Yeah, but let's talk about KC. Like, let's talk about G2 against KC, because the other games were pretty easy, I think, for KC. And I think one of the reasons actually KC made it happen was for a small, let's say small, draft gap on game 3. So I think G2 didn't play worse than KC. I think there was like a strange Galio pick on the third game. Maybe Sendo agrees with me, because he's drinking and he's doing a strange face. So he has to let me know.
Yeah.
You agree?
What do you think, Sendo?
I think I didn't like the Galio, but I don't think that lost the game. I feel like
no. I don't think that, but I don't think it was easy for them. Let's like this. I
didn't like the comp as much. I have to agree with Brizz here.
Okay.
But for example, just Caps in the whole series, I feel like he woke up as Crabs instead of Caps.
No. Oh my god. Caps and something in Paris, you know? Something Caps in Paris.
What might it be? What could it be?
It might be the air. I think Caps doesn't really like the Parisian air, because technically, if you look at it from 2 weeks back, KC had such a good EWC run where they were able to beat AGL, they were able to beat T1, and they had to go up against DK. Unfortunately, they lost, I believe it was a 0-3. But going into the split 3 in the week 1, were G2 really the favorites to take it all and go 3-0 in that week?
I mean, G2 was looking pretty weak coming from EWC, I have to say. Like, I feel like they're kind of in a slump. So this week was actually pretty good, to be honest. And the games against KC, I mean, it is. I mean, it might be the best teams, right, in LEC right now. It's a top 4 kinda. Giant X maybe, depends. But anyways, it's like almost only wins against the best teams in LEC right now, so that's pretty good. And against KC, it was a very close series.
Yeah.
And they're coming from a very good EWC performance, and G2 isn't kinda. So I take the week. The week was pretty good in general, result wise.
Especially when you think about G2, that they always struggle at the start of a regular season, right? They always not manage to win every game. So like, let's be clear, that week is the most important week of the split, because you have all the matchups, you know, G2 against Koi, G2 against KC, G2 against Vitality. I agree that these teams are the best right now, I think, in LEC. Maybe not Vitality, okay? But they can
Vitality were first seed last split. Let's be real for a second. I mean, they just changed their mid laner,
but they had some changes, you know, like instead of Boomer, there's some guy called Fiesta in the mid lane, and he does quite a lot of Fiesta.
Maybe too much, man. Maybe too much.
Maybe a bit too much Fiesta.
Let poor Fiesta settle in, because he is a challenger Korean mid laner that is experiencing LEC for the first time. So I think it's always fair to give them a couple weeks to warm up to the schedule, especially when I believe there would be a slight language barrier, especially when there's such high pressure in these stage games. But let's talk about something else, because while we're on the topic of a G2 slump, something else also happened for G2, where the coaching position had a bit of a stir up as Dylan Falco is no longer a part of the staff and Perks is joining as the head coach. I don't know if you guys have seen the clips online, but there are a couple clips of Perks quite literally saying, "Hey guys, what champions did we ban?" And then Perks will reply
with, he has to be trolling, right? He has to be trolling. Please,
Perks will reply with, "I don't know what we banned. Like, it's my first time coaching." So far, 1 weekend, what do you guys think of G2's like overall appearance with Perks being the head coach?
Go first, Sendo.
I go first. Well, I think. I mean, he's probably trolling a little bit in the comments, but I don't think. I think there's still some truth behind it. So he's maybe not used to the coach role yet, and especially to the drafting part. He for sure is a very good coach. Like when it comes to working atmosphere and just in general knowing what's important in scrims, like who to boost morally a bit, who to like, just in general, like reading the room, you know, because he was a pro player for a long time and he's also like very smart. Like he knows how to talk to people. So I feel like he's probably very good in that role of the head coach part, but he's probably not that used yet to the drafting parts. As for example, Dylan Falco was.
Maybe you're right, because like you can feel it watching like the clips as well. Of course, that Kitty just said that the atmosphere is pretty good. You know, they are laughing before doing the drafts. You know, I think he was trolling actually about the picks, but you know, maybe it was just for fun. You know, maybe I hope he was trolling. I agree as well on the anyway about the draft. I saw something kind of weird against maybe game 1 against Koi with lock mid, something like that. Maybe I don't remember it. Maybe later we will watch the draft. But overall, I think like G2, except for the KC game result, they didn't look bad to me. I know, Sendo, you said that you didn't like the caps or stuff like this, but I repeat, G2 on the start of the regular season, they always struggle. So I'm happy with the 2-1 and losing against KC as well. So
your standards sound really low. You're like, oh, we're like barely scraped the win against Endpoint. Getting 1 win at the start of the split is already so good. We nearly got eliminated by LR, like split 1.
Okay, are you feeling like KC is a better team than G2 because of the series? I don't have this feeling.
I will say that G2 are also bouncing back from back-to-back months of training and boot camping and playing on stage, and the adrenaline is probably so tiring. So, of course, we all know that G2's peak is a lot higher than most of the LEC teams right now. It's just the fatigue is starting to really get to them. They didn't even have a break after EWC, by the way. Knowing their schedule, I'm pretty sure they had around 3 days between EWC into LEC Split 3. And I am aware that G2 traveled back to Berlin. KC stayed in Paris after their finals. So the teams are still flying back and forth. So it's still a little bit tiring just physically, even if you're like mentally well, like, oh my God, we're going to play against Vitality. They have their new mid laner. It's still a long week for them. But I also do want to talk about LEC. You mentioned that there was a LEC in LEC, and this is a brand new champion that we haven't seen much in the pro play. So what do we think about LEC as an overall champion in competitive, Brizz?
I didn't watch the... Wait, my cam is blocked? My cam is blocked?
Yeah. Your game is locked.
Locked. Yeah. Okay. It was a joke from Raffles. I understand. For sure. That's what
it was Raffles.
And like I have the feeling like I didn't watch it in competitive because they're like he's banned as well. So the first game I saw him in competitive was from Caps that didn't look good at all. Let me say that. But I have the feeling the champion is very strong actually. I don't know if Sendo watched it in some solo queue games maybe. I don't know if you watched it in competitive because I didn't. So
I didn't see it in competitive. Like the first LEC game I saw in competitive was Caps, and he was playing against Guardio. So I imagine that's like
not easy,
an annoying matchup.
Yeah.
But LEC in solo queue, especially when it came out, seemed very broken.
Very broken.
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it's the kind of champion that if you give it a kill, then it completely takes over, and if you don't give it a single kill in the whole game, then maybe it's like the luck in Cap's game. We don't know.
Okay.
So I would have
Sendo.
to see more.
I don't
Sendo.
think it's only about. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Kitty, go.
Oh no, because I haven't played any League of Legends in like the past 2
Oh, yeah.
months. I really need a quick rundown of what Locke is like, because I am aware that he's a mid laner and I think he's an assassin. But what does he actually do? Because I haven't played against him yet. For all the people that don't know Locke yet.
Things I wasn't playing League either for like
Oh,
a month or
Brizz?
something.
I know you're always
Or
playing League. Come on,
one-
like you
one
played into a
month.
couple of months.
It's perma-ban, but I was in vacation for 1 week as well. But and it's banned a lot. Like every time I played against him, I lost every game. That's I'm sure. And like it's not only about the damage he does 1v1. It's as well the mobility he has because
He's
dashes, mobility, and speed from W that gives you more speed than Ramos. I don't know what the fuck is this.
It's like Echo on crack. Like he just goes 1v9.
Yeah, I heard that Locke is really similar to Fizz. Like if Fizz is turbo
Fizz?
fed, it just
Yeah,
feels like a
maybe.
Fizz. I mean,
yes, more clear than a Fizz. Like
is more clear?
yeah, I didn't think that the clear of Locke was good. Then I saw Nemesis playing it in solo queue. It was like clearing the wave level 3, 100-0. Like there was, I don't know if it got nerfed actually. Maybe it got nerfed. I have no clue. But
Maybe it's receiving nerfs, but we'll need more data for Locke, of course, in the competitive play. But
Yeah.
I also want to move on because there is the other side of LEC, as we have the undefeated team of KC 3-0 in week 1. We also have McCoy. We have MCoy going 0-3. For all the people that don't know, MCoy were in contention to being considered one of the best teams in LEC in 2025, and they kept their roster moving into 2026. But
Big
the
mistake.
results are completely different. Brizz, why do you think it's a big mistake? What's the mistake here?
I mean, legit, I remember the problems that they had, like the last split. I remember the coach that wanted to, like, benching Alvaro. Maybe it was, I remember an interview that he was like, I think he was just scaring the players. I don't think he meant to be serious, actually, but I remember this. And I don't know. I think Koi teams, the team is based on a Spanish, a Spanish base that they don't want to change. Because if it was for
Spanish
me, I would have... Spanish core, right? Because they keep, Mirwin, Elioya, Super Alvaro. Because if we go based on the performance, I think Mirwin was supposed to be benched the previous split. And right now, I'm not. I don't like Alvaro for a bit. Like Alvaro was so good 2 years ago, maybe even 1 year ago, but right now it doesn't look. It doesn't look good as before. Like I feel like Supa was such a good AD carry back then, and now he doesn't look like shining like before. I remember he solo carrying a playoff with Jinx, like a lot of games on game 5. I think did they manage to win a split? Actually, I don't remember. Was it 1 year ago? 1 year and a half?
Spring or something, I believe.
Yeah, I remember Supa doing 1v9 every game. So I feel like maybe there is that Alvaro is underperforming a bit. I don't know if maybe for the meta, but I don't know this because I remember him underperforming previous splits as well. But when you have a core team from Spain that gives the Spanish community a team to cheer for, can you really change the players? Like, I love how Koi makes the team work, Like, I love the fact that they are from Spain. I would hate to see Korean players in Koi team as well. Like, I don't like KC idea to being Kanak, Yahoo, and that kind of things, Because I love the way G2 act. They take European players, they make them the best in their role, they make them compete at a level. Koi do the same with Spanish players. I think it's very good,
But I don't think they will force like the Spanish players' narrative. Like if Mirwin is not performing, I mean, Night Slayer is I think in Berlin now with him, like the academy top player.
Okay,
and he's not Spanish. I think he's challenger at least in solo queue.
I mean, you are challenger as well,
and I'm pretty good.
I don't know.
But I mean, Night Slayer is not Spanish, so they're threatening kind of Mirwin's role with a non-Spanish player. So I don't think this Spanish thing is going to be forced on Koi all the time. If people are not performing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the top laner is going to be Ukrainian or if the support is going to be Bulgarian or English or whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to come in and replace them. I think performance is top one priority. The Melzit said it a lot of times, the Koi coach. And if that's what they have to do, then they will do it.
But can we talk about underperforming of Koi? Because they lost 2-1 to G2, they lost 2-1 to Vitality.
The Vitality series was so disturbing to watch. That was unfortunately the only series I watched out of the entire week from start to finish. Anyway,
but like I have like the idea that we can't blame the teams that are not performing on this week, because like it couldn't be in every result, I think, no? You know, you can see G2 win against KC, you can see KC lost against Koi. I think it's very close, like the week is pretty hard. So for talk about Koi underperforming, I think we should wait the games like Koi against Giant, Koi against Shifters, Koi. I think we should wait.
EWC was also pretty.
Okay, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
They lost to the Vietnamese team, I think, very hard. That was like the one they had to win. And then I think was it BLG? I know it was a Chinese team. They took them to 5 games, pretty sure, but ended up losing. So, who's you?
Kitty, I need to ask you. You know everything about China, right? About LPL. What happened to Bin?
What happened to Bin? I mean, we're talking about top laners right now.
I know.
That are being threatened to getting benched for the season. And I am also catching all the news fresh from Twitter or X these days.
Ooh.
For all the people that don't know, BLG are going in a very similar path of what MCO is currently experiencing, where their top laner, Bin, we all know Bin, is benched. He is officially benched. They got their academy top laner. His name's Wenbo, and he's been playing for the last 2 series, I believe. And the overall consensus is BLG mental boomed after EWC, specifically after EWC. I don't know how much the like Hanwha Life loss during MSI finals affected them, but there was a lot of drama being revealed, like players' parents were talking smack about others' parents, and then Bin was like being really rude in game, where he had 0 pings in a 35-minute game. Like someone literally went through all of the logs and 0 pings were done by Bin. And then there was also like another person saying, oh, Bin actually flicked his microphone upwards, so he just wasn't talking. He stopped talking mid-game. And that has something to do with BLG's overall run. I think it's really rough for BLG to facilitate Bin in the current meta, especially when the champions in top lane are so weird. Like, you think of Bin, you think of Camille, you think of Fiora, you think of the other.
I'm not understanding how can it be can Bin be a problem? What they won first hand, they won LPL 2 times, they lost in a final 3-2 of MSI. How can Bin tilt like this? Like it's almost perfect split, no? Perfect run until EWC. How can there can be such a big problem in the team?
What if the problems were already there, but it exploded during EWC?
Oh my god.
What if they were deeply rooted problems that were only exposed after their grand final loss into EWC, and they just couldn't be contained anymore, like a fire? Sorry, Sendo, I cut you off.
They lost to Damwon Kia on EWC?
I'm not exactly sure the schedule anymore. I think there has been a bit too much League of Legends for my brain to digest. I don't know how you guys feel as co-streamers watching all these international games. We went from regular season to MSI to EWC back to regular season with 0 downtime.
So many. I
mean, but that's fine. I mean, I love it. The problem it will. So nice. I mean, Sendo, I think there's no problem watching good teams. The problem will be next week when we have to watch SK Giant or Vitality Heretics, you know, stuff like this. Like, I don't mind watching Chinese teams, Korean teams.
It's gonna be bang. My boy Flacket is back. My boy Flacket is back in Gen X. He's gonna do big things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he is. Okay, Dolby Flacket. Before we move on from this topic, I also wanted to touch upon the meta, because EWC and MSI truly blew this meta up, where AP mages are officially here to stay, and we see literally the cycle of mages being introduced into bot lane, and then now people are figuring counters into the mages, and your 80 carries, well, the champions are gonna be played by top laners now. So what's happening in the game, Sendo? Like, why is the game in the current state as it is? And also, do you think this is creative, or we should go back?
I think this is something that has been viable for a long time. Just ADCs used to be the how to say it, like the youngest child of a family, you know, they always wanted all the attention,
The cry
always has to
babies.
revolve around them,
Yeah.
you know. So they were like, if you don't play on bot lane, I'm not gonna play the game. But then some ADC was like, you know what, I could play some mages, and then support maybe could act as a second jungler and help the team. And then suddenly teams realize, wait, that's actually broken. I don't have a crybaby ADC that you can leave alone for a bit. So we can actually have 2 junglers instead of 1. And it's broken. And then everyone started doing it, you know? So I think that's just what happened, because
Yeah,
1 or 2 ADCs just said, you know what, I'm gonna chill my ego a bit, and I'm gonna let my support play the map.
I think maybe it was in Korea first with the Mel pick, you know, they counter pick the Seraphine Ash with the Mel. Then people started playing Ziggs and stuff like this again. And after you got all Enchanter nerfed, so you can't play enchanters with mages, you know, they are pretty bad. Right now, Leona is coming out because Leona counters every single mage, because mage can't play cleans. So because they need teleport. Also the fact that I saw like an image with the statistic of the catch-up experience. When you go a lot behind in experience, you leave, you know, the support is perma roaming as well, because if you go behind on levels, then you got a lot of levels back then at minute 10. I don't remember, I watched it on Twitter, maybe I will give you the link later, Sendo. It was pretty good to watch. So right now the roaming support early game are more meta, you know, they're so strong. Camille is so strong right now because the first levels is the strongest champion in the game, I think, as support, even if to me, I don't personally like Camille because it's very, very, very risky. You know, if she doesn't snowball, I don't know, if it feels a bit useless after all. You know, like example for Luke De Leona.
I have to say, watching. Sorry for interrupting you, but I have to say, watching Camille players on support is a pain. Is a pain for my eyes. You know, I used to be a Camille OTP for a few seasons, and I was considered like the best Camille in the server.
Okay, Sendo.
For a bit.
Come on, man. No.
Best Camille in EUS?
No, I got top 5 EUS with Camille.
Dude, you are the left shoes of Oscarinin. Oscarinin is the best Camille.
You know, I've not lost a single lane against Oscar when I
no one has ever lost. I mean, no one has ever lost to Oscarinin. That's not an achievement.
So no, I think if you want to be a pro player, you should go and play support. I think it's your time to shine, Sendo. Go tell all these Camille support players how to actually play Camille support. But that being said, with your expertise and experience on Camille, who do you think was the most experienced and impressive Camille support that you saw?
I mean, of course, Carrier, he's the GOAT. This guy is legit. Like, he's a support player, but he's a good support. Like, he's
so
a good
good
player.
Mechanics, man. So good mechanics.
He can play everything. But from Europe, I have to say, Busio had the best Camille. I have to say, Labrov's Camille was.
I think this Labro Camille is not at the level of Busio, but I think Labro plays the map better, so he's in the right position more than Busio, you know?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I think every support from Europe are not good with.
Unless Sendo could mog everyone on Camille support is what you're trying to say.
I mean, that's true actually.
100%. Honestly, but I don't want to talk about me. All the EU supports on Camille looked pretty disgusting, I have to say. Like, who was it? Flashy? That was the favorite to watch.
I mean, Flashy looks disgusting with everything except Bart.
Bro, don't say that.
Wow, Maurice.
Okay, Alvaro's Camille was not that bad, but yeah, it's still.
I mean, that Camille being meta just means mages are here to stay. And we were talking about how MKOI, if Supa isn't on a traditional ADC, they don't look so super good. So it also plays into other teams where I have seen the topic. I don't want to say this out loud because it might be heard outside the door. But Hans is also being critiqued while he plays mages.
He's the worst mage ever seen, man. Take him here. I need to know. Like, the only mage I want to see on some hands is Ziggs. I swear to God, because he can clear, you know, you don't have big mechanics with the champ. But when he played Syndra or Victor, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think there is a way to avoid playing mages. Like, I think Europe are over-picking mages.
Ooh,
like,
what's the tech, Grace?
I want to say something.
Oh, yes, no, please do.
Like, one thing. you know, if there wasn't this back then, you could flex roles. Like when I was playing competitive, we would flex roles a lot. Like I remember with like flexing with Yarn and stuff and swapping all the time and like with Excel and stuff. Big names. But anyways, nowadays the roles are locked and you cannot switch anything up. So you could do something where Caps plays Mage's bot and Hansama is like playing a Caitlyn mid. That would be really disgusting. Or some kind of stuff. You know, you could flex roles instead of champs, but you cannot right now, and it's locked by Riot. That's so weird, isn't it? Like, why would you just remove this aspect of the game? Like, it's a strategic aspect, you know.
You know that I've been saying this since G2 on 2019, 18, maybe, when they reached the final with Perz, you know?
Yeah.
And I think Perz is like the best person you can have in a team when you have a mage mate on bot lane as AD carry, because he actually is the only guy that swapped and reached the final, you know? And playing both roles. What was that eye, man? What are you talking about?
What are you trying to say right now, Brizz?
I'm trying to say that Perz is a good coach right now, maybe one of the best options they had, because the meta, he knows the meta, because he was playing on G2 when, you know, so I think that can help G2 a lot. And like, what about that? I give you a question, guys. What about if in the future people are starting taking mid laners in the place of AD carries as players, not as champions? So let's say that they bench Supa from Koi and they take a mid laner in his place, and then don't play AD carry at all.
You know, I said something just a bit ago in one of my TikToks, and everyone got a bit mad. I said,
follow Sendo on TikTok.
Teams. I said teams should start benching all the ADCs and just put top laners in ADC because they're more complete players.
Top laners.
Mid laners are more complete players. Stop.
Bro, like Buipo and Fnatic, you remember? When Reckless auto benched himself? That was a good Fnatic team, bro. But anyways, you could play tanks against mages bot lane, but
you can double mage mid. I saw maybe someone in Korea, CL are playing like Dr. Mundo or Sion AD carry, maybe.
Really?
I think I saw some. Yeah, I think I saw something like that. And but stop act like if top laners are actually smart and complete when you are the only guy. Only top laners thinks that top laners are smart people. Like, that's insane. Look at Kitty. She knows that top laners are like the worst.
I mean, I was always under
the. He's the GOAT.
No, Broken Blade is very smart.
Did you guys see Broken Blade's intro into the Paris Roadshow with the KC fans?
He's smart, charismatic, huge champion pool.
Yeah,
he's very charismatic. He's smart. Did I say he's charismatic? He probably has a. Okay. Anyways.
To all my Spotify viewers, we cannot describe what Sendo just showed on the camera, but you guys need to know that Broken Blade probably has a big keyboard. So, guys, back to the topic. We were talking about mages, and did you guys see what Pays was practicing in solo queue? It was Echo, it was Galio. We're going full circle. We're going from mages in bot lane to mage counters in bot lane. So is this something you guys want to keep?
We saw Kali against Victor, yeah.
We saw Kali by Super.
Yeah, exactly. Did you guys like it?
Yeah, I liked it, but
it's just,
I don't know.
It's just rock, paper, scissors, isn't it? Like, ADCs are out because you cannot leave them alone. Like ADC champs and bot lane are like babies. You know, you have to go every single time. Every wave you have to go bot, else they get dove. So now you start putting mages. Mages are more left alone. It's like having an adult in bot lane. You know, you can leave them alone for 2 or 3 waves and nothing's gonna happen. He's not gonna suicide. So it goes full circle. You know, and then now you have mages. You could put tanks to free scale and like be alone in bot lane, because in the end, if the support is a second jungler, bot lane is another top lane because it's 1v1 and 1v1. So it comes full circle, you know?
Yeah, it comes full circle that I go in solo queue and I found the worst kind of shit in bot lane with people griefing, playing every single shit. I play with Nafiri AD carry. I play with Fiora AD carry. I'm so tired already. I swear to God.
Love it. I love it.
You love it because you play top lane.
No, but I'm a creative boy, you know? I'm a creative boy.
You're a griefer and what?
You're a griefer.
Man, every time I open your live, you're 0-10.
Let's settle this once and
Yes,
for all.
someone-
Let's settle this once and for all. Would you keep the meta, or would you want to revert back to what was traditional League of Legends? Because there's a massive like discussion between people preferring having marksman in every single game in comparison to people that think creative League of Legends is the best way to play League of Legends.
Keep it like this. It's more funny to watch. But I don't like avoid it in solo queue somehow. Like people need to watch this VOD, this podcast, and understand that you can play mages. You can, not in my games if possible. Like, I mean, just buy a new account, do a new account, and train the champions in solo queue before playing it in master or grandmaster or challenger. Thank you.
Okay.
My personal opinion is I like everything that's out of the box. I always like to explore. I always like to open up and look what's good against the current meta and how to change things up. So I like it a lot. I like when people can get creative. I like when people have to think a bit. But I also feel like the general player base does not like it, because I remember when I tried to do anything outside of the box, I would get completely flamed. It doesn't matter if it was 10-0 or 0-10. So I think in general people don't like it, but I'm up for it. I like it. I like the creativity.
I would kind of want to go back to marksman. I like the games where you have Jinx, Kaisa taking over every single game. I don't know, something about having an AD carry just feels like when the adrenaline hits and they're like, pew, 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 it just feels different in comparison to a mage.
Sounds an excuse because you are an enchanter player and you can play enchanter with mages.
That is true. That is true. My favorite AD carry to lane and bottom lane is our Lucian. So if you play Lucian, you know, like
Lucian,
your girl.
really?
Yeah, I really like playing with Lucian because Lucian, you can make the decision to go forward and self-engage pretty much. So
Hansama's Lucian looked very fucking clean, honestly. When
Yeah, it's good. It's good. He trained it with you, Kitty, in duo queue.
We've never played a League of Legends game together ever in my life.
Nice.
Actually, that's not true. We've never played a Summoner's Rift game together in my
ARAMs,
lifespan.
baby.
We played ARAMs. And I shit you not, we have a 0% win rate over 3 games. We have a 0% win rate together as a duo. So it's not going great. But the good news is there's only up from now. But talking about something that is quite controversial in the LoL space is something that everyone really likes. And it was League Classic. Did you guys see the League Classic show match that they did before MSI Finals?
I go first. I didn't watch it, but I can't wait to try it. No, and to play it. I will do some games for sure. I didn't like the Riot wanted to, like we had to buy the skins from LoL Classic. I remember that they reverted it. Yeah, it was something strange actually.
Okay.
But for sure I will try it back because I can't wait to buy my Philosopher's Stone, my Heart of Gold, giving gold per second runes, and going full gold warding around the map. I can't wait. Is it tomorrow? The day of the release?
It might be.
Before I let, right?
Yeah, I think it's soon. I think it's soon. Before I ask you guys when you guys started playing the League of Legends, so Riot decided to create a game mode that sends you 10 years back in League of Legends. It's the same graphics, it's the same champions, same items, same meta pretty much, and it's making all the people on social media go crazy because I'm fairly convinced that the player base of League of Legends is at least 25 plus now. I think League of Legends is approaching its like CS days where the player base is definitely growing alongside the game since League's been out since 2009. So it's been a good 10 years plus. And a lot of people definitely started around the golden days of 2012, 13.
Season 3,
when did we start? Sendo, when did we start League of Legends? Let's start with you.
I started playing end of season 1 before, just after Yorick was released, or Leona. Something around there. I think it was end of season 1.
Okay.
You started as a top laner?
Mid laner. No, actually.
Oh my god.
Who was your first main as well, Sendo?
My first main was Master G.
Master Yi?
Yeah, you look like a Master Yi player. Nice creativity, by the way.
But then I started maining mid lane. That's a role I first got challenger with as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I started in
when
season 3.
When did you? Yeah.
Season 3, and there was main AD carry. I played it's the real one-trick pony with Elder Lizard. I don't know if you remember the blue beam.
Ah, yes.
It was so
AP
broken.
Ezreal. Oh.
Perma red buff as well.
Yes.
And you, Kitty?
Gross. I started playing League in season 3. It was when Zac was first released, because I got really scared when Zac was the load-in screen. For all the people that don't know, League of Legends used to do custom champion select or champion login screen, and they would have an animated splash art with a unique soundtrack. So, Sendo, what are you trying to say here?
Good.
Yeah?
It was so good. It was so good. The loading screens. I would come from school. I would see a loading screen. I would see like a new champion there. I'm like, oh yes!
Yeah.
And there was like the Jinx soundtrack, and then there was what else? Lucian telling his lord about like his wife and stuff with the Thrash Lantern. She was like there in the loading screen. It was so good.
Was it better before?
Wow, it was better before. Maybe it's just a nostalgic feeling, but I feel like nowadays you go into the client and you don't look at what's on the client. You just want to play. Is it true or is it not true? Or am I
will
being
also
blinded?
argue that I think the Lucian loading screen is probably one of the best loading screen / soundtrack / animation / storytelling that Riot's ever done for their client. Because you need to listen back, and it's so fire, by the way.
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember
so good.
it.
It's so
I'm
good.
watching it right now. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah,
it's so good. And I feel like the loading screens.
Briz's hair just went white.
Really good.
I'm listening to this.
Yeah,
the Jinx one was also
let's
really
be
good.
serious. I just open the game and play 20 hours daily. You know, back then when I actually enjoyed the game without
you still
tilting.
Enjoy
without
the game.
Yeah, maybe sometimes yes. When I win, I enjoy it. When I found Sendo top lane creativity with inting peak, I don't enjoy it.
Tell them. What was your last game with me?
You played Elo and you did and you did 10-0. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I stomped it as well.
Oh, okay, Sendo. Maybe we really are prepping for LEC.
Bro, I made a TikTok out of you. You were like, oh, Sendo.
Yeah,
oh,
but I'm like this with
so
everyone.
Good.
Yes, but I do this with everybody, man.
So I'm not special to you.
You're not special.
No.
I'm just one of you guys again.
When you will reach the level of De Antonio, top laner from Giant X, you will be special for me.
He's gonna give you a peck.
Dude,
my god, they grade you out, Sendo.
100 pieces.
Yeah, I know. I just compared you to De Antonio, the worst top laner I've ever seen in my life. Of course, your heart is destroyed.
Ruffles made me black and white, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Sendo has unfortunately passed away from the rejection.
I can top this. This is my filter for the rest of the game.
You are at 0-1. Oh my god, your face is...
Oh my god. For all the people that are listening back at home, Sendo just put on a permanently sad filter. So
no, it's not a filter. It's my real
does.
face.
He breaks hearts on a daily basis. What can we do?
You could hear my heart just shattering in 1,000 pieces right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think something else is also going to shatter your hearts, which is some of the games that are coming up next week in the LEC. So I will quickly go over the schedule. I know you guys will be covering the game. So let's get some match of the week, depending on how you want to spell that one. First of all, we have Team Heretics versus Vitality, following with Shifters versus MKOI, and then we have GX versus SK, Navi versus KC, SK versus G2, and finally MKOI versus Fnatic. All right, how excited are we out of 10?
10 out of 10. Let's go.
Fnatic.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the
Fnatic
Shifters
games
MKOI.
or the... Oh wait, you can't wait for Shifters?
Shifters MKOI. I'm so hyped for it.
I want to watch Fnatic new top laner. Soboro.
Oh, yeah, Soboro. I
Do you know
watched him in the
Who's
LPL. So
Korean.
Soboro is a Korean top laner who played for IG, replacing the Shy when he retired for half the year. And Soboro is genuinely, he will go 10-0 or 0-10. And you can tell that he's a baby, the
like
Shy.
me, bro.
He's a baby Shy.
bro.
That's what Fnatic needs, right?
I mean... I was so shocked when they announced Soboro, the ex-IG top laner, was going to be the new top laner for Fnatic, because we all know the playstyle that Fnatic has, and it's play around upset. Play around ball lane, play around upset, and the top laner has to sack his resources, experience to play around bot lane. And Soboro is not that type of person. He will run the game down if he doesn't get any resource or any ganks. So I was like, is Upset gonna change? I don't know. I haven't seen Upset for that long, but is he gonna change?
Upset is not gonna play any mage on bot lane. Like, I think his champion pool is Lucian, Ezreal, and Varus maybe. Like every time he doesn't have his champion, like he has good score because Fnatic plays around him. Like every time you see Fnatic, you see Upset 9-0 doing nothing. Like that's what I remember from the team. So I hope maybe they change a bit, with Saboro, they play for tops. I don't know. I have no clue. I hope this. Like, maybe Lospa is improving as well. I didn't like him last play. Like, maybe Vladi comes out like the first split in KC. Maybe Razork become a human being again. I have no clue. I hope there's something. I mean,
yes, everyone getting completely flamed, bro.
I mean, I hope they will do something.
You remember Razork was ganking top a bit, at the end of the split for Fnatic? Who was the top laner? I don't even know the name.
Empiros.
Yeah, Empiros.
He was receiving some ganks. I remember some games on Cannon and stuff, and he was getting some ganks and diving top laners. So maybe Razork found top lane again. Maybe Upset let him download the DLC of the map so he can unlock top lane again.
Yeah, I don't think Upset will play majors pretty good. But
from what I can hear, Brizz, you sound really flippin' excited for some Fnatic gameplay, and they're gonna be playing against MKOI.
Every time I talk about Fnatic, it looks like I hate Fnatic. Even my chat saying everybody that I hate Fnatic. Like, it's not true.
Really?
Maybe
No. I think Brizz
thank you,
likes
Kitty.
Fnatic, actually. I think his favorite player might be Razork from that whole conversation.
Yeah, actually, Razork is my favorite because, like, I don't like Upset a bit, and Vladi, I think he will leave Fnatic as soon as possible, and I don't know, Sabor, Lospa, maybe they thought about going in. They heard Fnatic, they're not watching European scene, and they're like, oh yeah, Fnatic, the team that went final in the world, so let's go in Europe without. I don't know, maybe
they're pretty young,
they
to be fair. I don't even think they were over the age of 12 years old when Fnatic made grand finals at that one world, to be fair.
I mean, a Fnatic team back then was so good.
Fnatic won one worlds.
Oh.
No.
Never forget.
They were in the crib when they won worlds.
Never forget.
Exactly. The only worlds that Europe has.
Shushay never forgets.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shushay.
Yeah,
Sendo, who are you looking forward to in Split 3, Week 2?
There's so many good games.
What's your favorite?
What are you watching?
Good.
He's looking at his screen in full anticipation.
Yeah, but they said so many good games.
He sat in his chair.
Team Heretic's Vitality, holy shit. There's so many hype games. Honestly, guys, if you're not watching LEC this weekend, you're missing out.
I mean, I love like KC Navi. I think it's good. We can see Relage again.
There's a few decent ones, actually. What is like the biggest change in the team right now, like from the off season? Because I feel like I didn't follow it that much.
There's no big, like, only the top laner from Fnatic and the humanoid benched for Fiesta. That's it, I think.
Is Trimby still on shifters?
No, Stent is in shifters.
Yeah, I think he. Oh, was it someone else now?
Did Trimby get benched?
Oh, he got benched and Stent get back on shifters? Oh no, wait. Stent was in Heretics, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Way played in his place, and now maybe he went on shifters, and Trimby got benched.
Yeah, I think Trimby isn't on the active roster anymore, so there's a bit of a change there. We also have obviously the Fnatic roster. Did SK change their mid laner? I believe Leader left, or he's benched as well.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard something about Leader. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I think the two best market move is from SK benching Leader and shifters benching Trimby.
I think we need Bruce to be a manager. After this episode, we need Bruce on the player manager side, and I think he'll cook up like the best LEC European homegrown talent roster of all time. No?
Oh, I love to be here, guys, again with you. It's so fun.
Giant Access Oscar in. True.
Oh, really?
My God, man. Oh, wait, Kitty, listen. I was like on Twitter watching the coach from Giant. We want to go words. And then they benched the top laner for Oscarinin. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay. The final question to end the night. Was Oscarinin right or was Fnatic right?
Sendo, you go first. You are Spanish.
I mean, you just have to look at Fnatic, no? I mean, Brizz said a few things, There's not much else to say. I feel like as a top laner, you cannot coexist with Upset in a team. you cannot. So yeah, poor Oscar. I don't think it was the best top laner in the LEC, but same same thing happened with Emperors, right? He just got sacrificed for nothing, and Oscar as well.
For every single League of Legends roster that Fnatic creates, a top laner has been sacrificed.
I mean,
Okay, Brizz, number one Fnatic fan.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Let's just wait and see what happens. Like, let's see Oscarin. we see the game. I mean, I have the feeling like, okay, Oscarin wasn't the best top laner in the world for sure. And maybe he improved, you know, like he missed it from LEC for 2 years. Like maybe 2 years, maybe one and a half. And then,
was it that much?
Maybe 1 year and a half. I don't know.
Something like this, maybe.
Yeah, we will see against Vitality. There is a big game, you know. I think it is
against Nako.
Yeah, let's see him. When he's actually Giant plays against SK, so he's against Wunder. Might be it's a good game. Oh, we have Heretics KC. I mean, I don't know.
What is Heretics roster? I don't even know.
They have Tracing, Douglas, Hypeway, and Serin. I don't know. I don't think they will perform a lot this split as well. Okay. I mean, I remember Way joining in Heretics. I had big expectation because I don't think Stand was a problem back then. I remember Stand playing some good games with Pyke. And then they got this Korean top laner, Skurami support, sorry, from EU Master. Yeah, I remember he was playing maybe in Meals. I don't remember when he was playing. And I was hyped, but then every game he was playing, he didn't look kind of on the spot, you know. But maybe it was because it was the first split. So let's see how they work this time. Hype and Way looks, you know, Korean bot lane. Maybe they will perform better. Let's go. Let's give them a try, a shot.
This is Hate Watchers podcast, you know.
No, we are not Hate Watcher. We
before
we are
this
neutral.
Podcast turns into a Fnatic Lovecast. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Maybe Lovecast is not the right word.
Oh.
Lovecast is not the right word, but guys, we're running out of time for today's episode. Yeah. It was lovely speaking to both you, Brizz and Sendo, once again. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Where can we find you? What are you guys doing this week, Brizz?
I'm streaming every time, usually on Twitch. You can find me there every single day, except one that I pick randomly. Depends on how much I tilt during the week. You can find me on weekends streaming the incredible games from LEC. Can't wait for Fnatic Koi. Can't wait for insane giant ticks against SK. Watching my boy Oscarin, the top player that is gapping Sendo every single time he found him in solo queue. And yeah, that's it.
Sendo, defending words, where can we find you?
You can find me on my Twitch channel almost every single day because the Spanish solo queue challenge started just today. So I'll be playing from today on. Solo queue challenge, yeah. From Elmior, your best friend.
Yeah, the feeders the kid. I remember him griefing every single game, sucking like this for no reason, and then going to oh my god. Yeah.
No, anyways, I'm playing the solo queue challenge, so I'll be streaming probably almost every day. Not that much because I'm in Spain, so the sunny weather and the nice beaches are probably gonna take me out a bit. But I'll be doing solo queue challenge and of course co-stream every single G2 game, 100%.
All right. I hope you get a tan. The weather in Europe right now is so nice. So if you can, please go touch some grass because summer in Europe is very rare and also sun in Europe. So thank you so much to Brizz and Sendo once again. And we'll see you guys in a future episode. Thank you. Sure. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kitty.
Bye,
thank you, Kitty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That is going to be our episode for HopEUm this week. Once again, for the people that are just joining in, Trevor is currently at the delivery room for his newborn baby. I believe his firstborn as well. So congratulations to Trevor. I hope everything goes smoothly in the delivery room. And I hope you guys also enjoyed the episode. Despite wherever you guys are watching, either from YouTube, from Twitch, or from Spotify, we are all available on those social media platforms. And of course, I hope you enjoyed me being a part of the show once again. I returned after my EWC responsibilities. I was doing some broadcast talent for League of Legends and then TFT. It was also my first time working on TFT, so it was a little bit overwhelming, but now I know how to actually climb in TFT, so I'm probably going to spend some time grinding TFT as well. So thank you so much to everyone for joining into this week's HopEUm sponsored by Winamax, and we'll see you guys next week after LEC. Bye-bye.